Are you having a good time at Barrett Jackson today? Barrett Jackson Group. My name is Scott Black. I am the media relations contact for Gateway Bronco, and we are so excited that you're here today. We're here to talk about not only all the great things that are happening at Gateway, but a lot of great things that are happening in the industry. Before I get started, I'd like to recognize some of our VIPs today. If you'll hold your applause, because there's so many of them, you'll wear your hands out. We have Tracy Smith, Executive Vice President with Carol Shelby International here. We have Rob Ward, CEO of Legacy EV, and Maverick, who is the President. I always give you not that title, so thank you, Maverick, for being here with Legacy EV. We have Cash Singh. Cash is with Ford Motor Company Enthusiast Events. Everything that you see in that front area from Ford Motor Company, Cash is responsible for, so thank you for bringing those. We have Lance Stander. Lance is the founder, CEO, and president of Superformance and also Shelby Legendary Cars. And then we have a couple of folks from the school in East Texas, the Carol Shelby Automotive Technology Program, John McCullough, and Kevin Rose. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate you. We're so excited to be here today. This is a great place. We have been part of Barrett Jackson since the founding of Gateway Bronco. Gateway Bronco was created with you in mind to create custom vehicles that you could tailor your dream Bronco. And that was created by someone, Seth Burgett. Seth is a serial entrepreneur. He is much like you guys. He is constantly innovating, thinking, and moving forward. He's a race car driver, so he has gasoline in his veins. He is an entrepreneur, as I said. He's a business person, and he started his very first business when he was 12 years old, trying to put out the lawn mowing business, trying to put him out of business. He was trying to create engines and things like that. So he is a competitive guy. I believe Seth always says second place is first loser, but he always wants to be at the front, and he is creating Broncos on a daily basis that are leading the pack. So please welcome the CEO, the founder, and the man, Seth Burgett.
Thank you, Scott. Well, this was it was quite an honor to be here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for Gateway Bronco's Innovator Scholarship Program announcement for 2022. This is our second year of really supporting the next generation of car builders. We're here to create the next generation of car builders through this Innovator Scholarship Program. We'll have 2 students that will join us at our manufacturing center in Hamel, Illinois. They'll pair up with master craftsmen, and they will build vehicles like you see behind us today. These are vehicles that will end up in Monterey or Barrett Jackson or anywhere across the world. Well, this is really a program that pulls from 2 schools. We have the Northeast Texas Community College and the Shelby Automotive Program. So at least one student, I've heard maybe 2 students this year, from the Shelby Automotive Program, and another student from the McPherson College in Kansas, the world's only 4-year automotive program for technicians. We do have the folks here from Northeast Texas Community College. I have to give a shout out to John and Kevin. Thank you for your support, for running the program that you do, and for supporting this internship. It's been nothing but outstanding. So this program is a 360 program for teaching kids, helping them grow and develop through a 360 program where they put together cars like this green Bronco. They worked hand in hand on this vehicle. They even went so far as to paint this vehicle in preparation for unveiling at the Quail at Monterey Car Week. They pulled the trigger, painted the car, and helped us build this vehicle for Monterey. Well, in addition to this 360 campaign for their hands-on ability, we also hold what we describe as a mini MBA. We put together a 6-week curriculum. So every Friday afternoon, they take a break from working on the cars and they go into the design center. We have whiteboards and we talk about cash flow. We talk about working capital, and we talk about what it's like to run and start a business. We may create not just technicians, maybe we'll create the next generation of entrepreneurs. So along the way for this year, we are dedicating this program to the electrification of vehicles. So these students, instead of working towards painting a vehicle, they're going to work towards electrifying a vehicle. We're working with Legacy EV, and these students will go through Legacy EV's Certified Technician program that was developed for small businesses that are car builders to become certified car builders to electrify vehicles. These kids will walk out of this program as certified EV technicians. If that's not enough, they will also be building the vehicle for Monterey Car Week this year and debuted in Monterey. You know, along the way here, we want to give these kids once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. We've got Jim Wicks here from Mid-America, Shelby Meet, Mid-America Ford and Shelby. They'll have an opportunity to ride in the right-hand seat of many race cars, maybe even Gary's race car from Shelby American. I know last year we had a GoPro shining on their face in the right side of my race car, and I think their eyeballs were about the size of saucers in the end, but they'll have opportunities that are once in a lifetime. So one of those is speaking with Gary Patterson. I asked, could we take a tour of the Shelby American facility in Las Vegas? And I think your answer was absolutely. So these kids will have an opportunity not only to be in our facility and work side by side with the engineers at Legacy EV and Gateway Bronco building an electric Bronco for Monterey, they'll also have an opportunity to go to Shelby American, take a tour, see the Shelby version of the Marque, and hear just how all that was put together. So I want to thank everybody here, and working as a group, Legacy EV, Shelby American, the schools involved to create the next generation of car builders.
Thank you, Seth. One of the partners in this program is indeed Shelby, and it includes the Carroll Shelby Foundation. So at the Shelby World, we're very lucky we have truly the DNA of Carroll Shelby continues to be part of the organizations. And so today I would like to invite you to welcome Aaron Shelby. Not only is he the grandson of Carroll Shelby, he's the co-president of the Carroll Shelby Foundation, and he sits on the board of Carroll Shelby International. Please welcome Aaron.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Members of the media, thank you for being here. Enthusiasts, it's great to be back at Barrett Jackson. It's always a lot of fun to come. The crowd, I was just commenting, is huge for a Thursday here. Really, really fantastic. So, Seth and the team at Gateway, thank you for hosting again, and thank you for what you do. I want to talk a little bit about the Carroll Shelby Foundation. It's an honor for me to help carry on Carroll's legacy, and the foundation was one of the main pillars that he wanted to see continue on after he passed. So it's exciting to see how we're working out today and the things that we're focusing on. For those of you that don't know, the foundation started about 30 years ago. It was after Carroll had his heart transplant in 1990. Then he actually went on, he had a kidney transplant in 1996 as well. The original focus of the foundation was helping families with children going through heart transplants. We've now expanded that, and we help families going through transplants in general, with children going through transplants in general. And so we really focus on that, helping, and we give donations to hospitals across the country. And we work also with CODA out of Indianapolis, the Children's Organ Transplant Association. So that's exciting to continue that piece of the medical side of it. And as Seth alluded to, we also are strong supporters of the Northeast Texas Community College Carroll Shelby Automotive Technical Training Program. So again, thank you all for being here today. That started about 15 years ago, I believe. So Carroll got involved. He's from East Texas. He saw the struggles that a lot of high school kids were having coming out of high school that weren't going to college. Wanted to provide them another avenue of education, and so he met with the group in East Texas at the school and started this program, and it's been fantastic. We provide scholarship dollars there as well through the foundation, and we also help them when they need some principal dollars as well for improvements or equipment and things like that. So it's exciting to see these things continue on. It's Carroll's vision to see that happen. So it's fun to be able to come in and listen to what Seth and the guys at Gateway are doing to continue in their own way, not just helping the school in East Texas, but students in general. And the program that Seth and the team at Gateway has put together is really, really unique. It's exciting for us to be a partner with him. If you have any other questions about that, please come up and ask his team. I'd be happy to talk to you about the Carroll Shelby Foundation as well. And I appreciate everybody being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. The support for Gateway and the school program runs deep throughout the Shelby world. And so we're very lucky. We have the president of Shelby American, Gary Patterson. We like to call him the director of fun, who has been a big supporter of what Gateway does and loves these resto mods. And in fact, Gary would like to talk to you a little bit about it.
Thanks, Scott. I'd like to thank all of you from the media for coming out and helping us cover this stuff, because it truly is exciting. 60 years ago, hard to believe, Carroll and his merry band of hot rodders started this company, and a lot of history has gone under the water since then, and we've still got a bunch of great band of hot rodders today creating brand new vehicles that we think is pretty exciting. Carroll was all about innovation and trying new things, and his favorite one was always the next one. And when you think about it in life, that's the right answer. It's the next one. I always look at it as I'm looking out the windshield, not the rearview mirror. Both are important. Rearview mirror is small, windshield's big. You ought to be looking out the windshield. 60th anniversary of the company, so every car that we build in 22 will have a 60th anniversary on the car. So that's pretty cool if you're interested in those. We've got the new KR out front in the Ford display and the new Shelby Marque, so that's pretty cool too. The KRs are already spoken for, all of them. That's pretty crazy. 3 years worth of production gone. So big success. I would like to make sure you guys know, 8:30 tomorrow night, we're auctioning the serial number 1 of the 22 model year cars. So make sure you do that. We'll be at a lot of the events this year, including Mid-America, Woodward Dream Cruise, Monterey, a lot of the things. So we hope to see you out there. We do have the Shelby Marque. We showed that concept at the SEMA show, wildly successful. And we'll be working very closely with Ford Motor Company engineers and so forth to further develop that car. There's some people out there that go, Carroll Shelby, he'd roll over in his grave if he saw that. We got him on film in 2011 going, oh no, I'm excited about the next things and all the new powertrains, including electric. And we got him on tape saying that. So Carroll was a visionary. Many of you don't know, but he did things like Indy cars. Right? Anybody knew he did 2 turbine Indy cars? Right. They never made the race. He backed out of tech because he might have been a little over the tech inspection requirements. But at any rate, he tried Indy cars. We had a hydrogen-powered Cobra. We've had all kinds of things. So Carroll was all about innovation. But once again, the relationship with Ford, and we got Cash and Jim Owens and everybody, even Jim Farley, who's CEO, races an original Cobra, and they win races with those cars. So we're very proud of that. Seth, speaking of being proud, I'm very proud of Seth. I mean, look around at this booth. It was very different than it was, and it's not just Seth, it's really the team of people that works with Seth in this company. Same thing with Shelby American today. If you looked at Ford versus Ferrari, it wasn't just Carroll Shelby, it was Ken Miles and Phil Remington and a lot of guys that made those things happen, Peter Brock. So it's about that, and I'll tell you what, look at that truck. Hard to miss that thing, right? In your face, really big. So anyway, real proud of Seth and the team, and glad to continue the legacy of Shelby American. Thank you all.
So Gary, I'm going to put you on the spot. Seth said that he'd send them out for a day, the interns. Is a day long enough for interns in Las Vegas?
I don't think so, Scott, so maybe we should keep them for more days than that. How about that, Seth?
So we encourage you to come up, talk to the folks from the college, talk to Aaron and Gary. I know Cash will be glad to answer questions about things that are going on with Ford. The Legacy EV team is excited about things that are happening. If you look around you, it's electric, it's ICE, it's innovation, it's creativity. The hobby is better than ever. These are the good old days. So please come up, talk to our folks, and let's see how you can get involved in this community. Thank you.